incredible story. After this, at some point, you returned back to performing. And I know your husband is a huge part of that, Wayne. Do you think he'd join us now for the interview, Andrea?
Yeah, of course. He's been waiting. He's the star of the show, or he like me.
Right.
Wayne, we are thrilled to have you here joining us on Plugged In. Welcome.
No, thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Well, your reputation precedes you. So before we talk about your partnership with your wife and the journey that you've experienced as someone living with a person with kidney disease, because we do know that it doesn't just affect the patient, it does affect the whole family.
Yeah.
It does affect the partnership. But I got to ask you a bit about your career, which Andrea alluded to. Tap dancer for like 50-something years.
Yeah.
And you've rubbed shoulders with some of the best over that time.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I got to dance with Donald O'Connor, well, in a show with him for about 6 months before he passed away. We did a tour on, I think it was up here, it was in Seattle. And I worked with the Nicholas brothers on 2 or 3 tours.
My gosh, I'm sure you've brought a smile or even a chuckle or two to some of the viewers with some of the names that you have just named that you've rubbed shoulders with. What amazing, fantastic career, which brings us to the reason both of you are here, that we're so fortunate to have you in Vancouver. We're going to go back and talk a little bit about how you came back to performance, but just right now, tell us a little bit about the show, what they're going to see right now, why you're here in Vancouver.
Well, basically, the show is kind of a summary of what we went through as a couple during transplant and, well, during kidney failure. So, I mean, it's odd to say that it's a kind of a rom-com, docu-drama, tap dancing show about kidney failure, but that's what it is.
Yeah, because when she said that, I was like, wait, you're going to do a tap dancing show about kidney failure? I don't know. I wasn't.
He wasn't sure. He wasn't convinced that we could combine such tap dancing is usually fun and happy with kidney failure.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working really well.
It's fantastic. She did a great job.
Well, we did it together.
Well, you spent a lot of time in writing. I'm just the star of the show.
Well, he taught me how to tap dance, so I mean, I wouldn't be tapping if it weren't for you.
That's true.
Right? So,
So you're more than along for the ride there.
Yeah.
Maybe that you perform.
yeah, and I think that's part of what was tough for me, tough for Wayne, is that because of me, Wayne couldn't perform. We're a duo. So when I got diagnosed with kidney failure, it affected Wayne's career. All of a sudden, we were traveling the world doing our show and our shtick in Europe and in the United States, and all of a sudden, everything got put on hold because of me.
Perfect point, Andrea, for us to go back in time. Post-transplant, right? At some point, you made the decision that you were going to get back into the arts, you were going to get back into performing after your transplant. How did that all come about? Take us back and tell us.
Well, I think Wayne and I had always, we love performing, we love making people laugh. We've always done kind of lighthearted entertainment with a touch of romantic comedy, husband and wife stuff. And I think after the transplant, we were just so happy, right, that it happened, that it's like, how can we incorporate what we've done all this time and have an impactful message about organ donation? Because of my donor, then Wayne, we were able to perform again together, right?
Even in these very lighthearted shows, we always kept a through line. We were living in the country, so it wasn't easy for me to well, I'm gonna go somewhere and perform while you're here, And so, after she had the transplant, it was now we could do stuff, but that's when COVID kind of hit. So all of a sudden, and she's immune compromised, so we're still wearing masks a lot of time and stuff like this.
So there was a moment in time, Andrea and Wayne, when you were thinking of this idea for the play. There was that light bulb when it actually happened, when it became more than just an idea. So when was that moment when you realized, hey, we're really going to do this?
During COVID is that I was starting to get really bordering on depression, because I'm like, why am I ever going to get to perform again? And that was a big question. And Wayne insisted that we keep dancing. And I wasn't a great tap improviser. And Wayne, we really used that time, now that I had my transplant, feeling better, still can't go anywhere because of COVID. We really used that time. He really pushed me into improvising. To be able to improvise tap dancing has been a huge freedom that I didn't think I could ever get to. After the transplant, him trying to get all these gloves on and stuff, and he already doesn't like hospitals, was just comic on its own. I'm like, this is hilarious. We have to put this into the show. He's just a funny person, and even in the most serious moments, Wayne has the ability to make me laugh. So it kind of organically happened, but the actual instigator was this business coach said, why don't you put your name in the hat for the Fringe Festival in Montreal? Because chances are there's only a few people get chosen, you probably won't get picked. But if you do, then you can decide whether you want to just go for it. And so we did it. We put our name in the hat, and we were online watching when they picked the names out, and our name got picked out because it's a lottery. And so it was like, okay, do we do this? And it was going to be, and this was in December, and it was happening in June. So we had to put the show together and get it ready for June.